Damien Edward Jacobson, and I now have a fan page called Damien Edward Jacobson, which is a fan page of me singing back in the late '70s, early '80s. It all started in '79. I was on my way to school, and I was singing on the bus, or actually I was pretending I was a disc jockey and I would be singing the songs. I met up with some friends who nicknamed me Mr. Radio, and ever since then music has always been a part of my life, and I've always sung. My little baby sister Rachel, when she was born in '77, the song Undercover Angel by Alan O'Day, I would say, Undercover Rachel, Midnight Fantasy. Ever since then, I just started just singing, and then I ended up in talent shows in elementary school. I would sing at family weddings, receptions. It was always the song Elvira by the Oak Ridge Boys. I sung in junior high at a dance, and of course I did Elvira, and then a part of a song by You Call Me Out by Paul Simon. Like early '90s, I did karaoke for the very first time for a wedding reception, and I thought it was really fun. As the years gone by, I began singing, doing karaoke shows, and from karaoke shows, it went on to singing for bands. The first band I ever sung for was Rocket Science with Robbie Young.
I met Damien Jacobson probably about, I'd say 18 years ago, when the group I had, Rocket Science, was out performing. And he would come to the jam sessions and get up and sing an AC/DC song. And I thought, did you guys hear that? That guy can sing AC/DC. And we ended up losing a lead singer. And I said, hey, Damien, if we do more of your songs, you want to go do some shows with us? We'll just give you a variety. You can sing a song, someone else will do one, I'll do one, you do another one. He was like, yeah, cool. So Damien went out on the road with us and played some gigs. And I was just like, oh my God, they love listening to this guy sing AC/DC.
Robbie helped me out with a couple of recordings of me singing cover songs of AC/DC, Kiss, and so forth. And we published them on YouTube for everybody to listen to.
My name is Michael Koss. I've been friends with Damien since 1987. We met as altar boys at church, and we kind of hit it off right away as friends. We even became so much good friends that we even started calling each other brother, pretty much.
Music has always been a part of my life ever since I was a kid, and I just thought I'd share this fan page to let everybody know who I am and what I do, and it's a fun thing. I love it. Music has always been a part of my life. I also sing at work. I sing all the time. There may be times when I would overdo it with my singing, when people are like, okay, this guy needs to shut up, But no. And I always put a smile on people's faces when I sing, especially kids or people having a bad day. Mama way. Mama way. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. It puts a smile on their face, and when I sing, it puts a smile on my face. And I love singing. I always have, always will. Well, hello there. Ha, 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 ho. You just hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ting, ting-a-ling tune. Come on, it's a lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. We're taking it slow. We're walking in the wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, that's grand. Just holding your hand. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry. You better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. I love people, and and I respect people, and I just want to see people happy. I just hate seeing this world unhappy, and I'm willing to do things to make people smile, make them feel good. I got asked. I joined the Santa Claus Training Army, and and got nominated as one of the best Santa Clauses. So, oh.
At work, he sings, and no one has a problem with it at all. A lot of people say, Damien, you got a great voice.
I've had close calls with people that wanted to start a band with me and it never got anywhere, or we just didn't have the time to do it or anything like that. And it just wasn't a door opening for me at that time.
A lot of people admire his singing. They like his singing. He's got a great voice for singing. And I know that he's been wanting to get into a band for a while. And I believe that he can make it in a band. He can sing real good.
I remember one night I was singing, I think it was Dirty Deeds Done Her Cheap by AC/DC, and my producer, Robbie Young, heard me, and his jaw dropped to the floor. He was like, wow, this guy can do Bon Scott pretty well, or sing AC/DC very well. And he had me sing for Rocket Science off and on. I filled in a couple times for a lead singer that was absent. And, Robbie helped me out on making me sing a lot better, teaching me on how to sing more, sing, really good and sing out. And he gave me the confidence in myself to do a really good job singing. I sing for bands off and on, especially with his local bands here in town. I would get up on stage. They were asking me to get up on stage and sing a couple songs here and there.
Right now I'm going to get a good friend of mine, Mr. Damien Jacobson here.
What, now or what?
Yeah, let's do it, brother.
All right, okay.
When I sung TNT at the Iowa State Fair, people were really impressed and they wanted me to stay and sing some more AC/DC, and it really is a good feeling. It makes me feel really good that I can make people smile and make people enjoy music, even if they're having a bad day or whatever, so it's a gift that I have.
When I bumped into Damien at work, I said, you know what? You need to come into the studio and record a bunch of songs. He had appeared on Karaoke for the Cause CD that I put out for Camp Courageous under my Youngland Records label. And we just did a little fundraiser where if somebody made a donation, we gave them a free CD. We weren't really marketing it, but it was like, here's our gratuity, thanks for the donation. Damien and I got together and he assembled, I think, 8 or 10 songs. We did probably 3 or 4 recording sessions, and he nailed them every time through.
I remember I think it might have been open mic night, maybe, I think at Tailgaters, and Harvey, his band, I don't know, I think somebody told him, hey, try this guy out. He sings really good AC/DC. And I got up there, and Harvey, or the band, Harvey Headbanger, would get me up there. All the time to sing. And rumors went around town that I sing really good AC/DC, and there's photos of me singing with Robbie Young and his friends, or his bands, and I would, but Harvey Headbanger usually asked me to sing, especially Slap and Tickle would get me up there to sing as well. A lot of local bands here in town would always get me up there to sing. Back in 1978, I remember going, I think it was, Hiawatha Elementary School, and here in town, and I was 4 years old, and I had makeup put on my face that looked like a Gene Simmons type of makeup. And the very first time I wore the whole getup with the dragon boots, and the armor I made out of football, the armor, customized an outfit for me. I wore that in 2011. I came really close to winning a contest. I didn't. I really had a great time wearing it, so I went as Gene again this Halloween, and still got some compliments about my costume and everything, and it made me feel really good, because I put a lot of effort into how it looked, and it made me feel really good. I felt like I fit the character really well.
Get up and get your grandma out of here. Pick up, oh Jim is working hard this year. And baby, do the things you like to do. Baby, if you're feeling good. And baby, if you're feeling nice. You know your man is working hard. He's worth the dues. Oh, Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, have a Merry Christmas, not a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. You guys have a good one.
So, anyway, but yeah, that's how it all started. That's basically, when I started wearing the whole Gene Simmons getup, I was back in 2011. I wore to one Kiss concert, and it was. I felt like one of the members of the Beatles. People were shining their cameras on me. They had their cameras on me and everything, like their cell phones. It was amazing. It felt great. I was going around looking like this, doing that. It was really neat. Kids were kind of looking at me like, "Whoa, this guy's kind of scary," But it felt really good. When it came to driving, I had to take off my boots because I had to reach the pedals, and plus I didn't want to have any accidents when I was in Des Moines, Iowa, this year. And I always had a blast wearing that costume, even though it was kind of uncomfortable at times, especially with the boots on. But it made me feel it was just made me feel good, Back in 1987. I remember I had this ghetto blaster. It was a Magnavox ghetto blaster, and I loved it. It was my very first ghetto blaster when I was a kid. And my friends and I were bored, and my friend Mike and I guess we were just having those days. When we live out in the country, there was not that much to do.
When we were younger, we couldn't drive, we couldn't go, a whole lot of places, so we got a radio out, and we just started recording ourselves as live DJs. And played music off the radio and recorded it.
We played around with this radio, pretending that we were disc jockeys. And I asked Mike, I said, what's the name of our radio station? It was Hot FM WBOR, which began in '87. But we would record over the tapes, and we didn't hang on to a lot of, to us way back when. We were 13 years old. And then we've had numerous people attending Hot FM WBOR, and then it went to Hot FM WLD in the early 90s. And we've had, I'd say in all, for members of that radio station or radio show that we did, we've had about 13 members from 1987 to present, actually. But it was something fun to do, bored, and that's how basically I would listen to the tapes from way back when, as I would rest in my room or whatever, and listen to them, and that's how all the music sunk in, and I would memorize songs that I sing now and everything, which also helped by listening to them. And once I listened to them a lot more and all that kind of stuff, then I can it's easier for me to sing the song by knowing how it goes and everything. So I enjoyed it. We would say, well, let's just see what's on the box, because we didn't know what was going to be on the radio stations. We were playing music from other radio stations and local radio stations here in Iowa, and like KRNA, Q103, but when it says hot or Q103, we go WILD. But we had fun doing it when we were kids. It was just something fun to do, while we were being bored. Because I've always wanted to be a disc jockey, and that's how I started back in 1979. I would pretend I was a radio announcer, and I would sing the songs. That's why I was called Mr. Radio back in the 80s, late 70s.
I have been trying to convince Damien to do something, and hopefully maybe with this video, as we go forward, he will do it. I think Damien, you know, there's all kinds of tribute bands out there. I don't think Damien needs to go big time with a tribute band. I know he's hung out with a couple of AC/DC tribute bands over the years. He's also a big Kiss fan. On his second album we recorded some Kiss songs. But I said, Damien, I think what you need to do is put together a short show, 70 minutes, and do anniversary, retirement, birthday parties. Similar to karaoke, but show up in full wardrobe, maybe do a 15-minute intermission, change into your Gene Simmons costume, and then come back out and do some Kiss. So do an AC/DC little skit, and then do a Kiss skit. I think people would buy that. I think they would love to have you come do that. So Damien, get off your butt. Let's do this.
You know, later on down the road in the future, I can see myself still in entertainment or an animal care and control, or hopefully possibly in the life I've always wanted. Hopefully I'll, maybe just get my life going. Maybe I don't know. That's what I'm basically looking for. But even if I get to animal care control in the future, music will always be a part of my life, and I will sing no matter what and keep on singing, even if I'm doing animal care control or who knows what. Maybe who knows? Maybe in the future, maybe it could turn into acting. Who knows? I was in theater too back in the day. I tried out for Cedar Rapids. I auditioned for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I wanted to play the part as Eddie. Because, well, number one, my middle name's Edward, and also that was my kind of character when I saw Meatloaf playing the part of Eddie in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And well, I didn't make it, but it felt good trying out for it. But music has always been a part of my life, even if it's acting or singing.
Damien gets along with pretty much anybody he meets. Sure knows a lot of words to a lot of AC/DC songs. That's what he sings mostly is AC/DC, and he's always willing. He just loves to sing. I just know that. He's got ambitions, and we're hoping that he can, bring those ambitions into some kind of like singing career. He'd be great with a band, and I think the band would be happy to have him. With the way he sings and everything.
To those of you out there in the world, if you have a talent, don't hide it, share it.